Regan Slaymaker for NotJustBoxing. I have the pleasure to be joined by the Romford Bull, Johnny Fisher. Johnny, I appreciate it. It's a bit later in the day, but how is this whole build-up for this rematch with Dave Allen gone, mate?
Good, mate, good. It's just got to do my job, you know. I'm fucking excited to do it in front of my home fans.
Definitely, mate. As well, is it fair to say, I was talking to your dad as well a minute ago, is it fair to say there's a little bit more spite from your end in terms ahead of this fight?
Yeah.
Why would you say that is going into this rematch?
Because I can't be as nice as I was in the first one. I was too nice. I played into his hands. It was too nice in the actual fight itself.
Do you think, like, where Dave, I'd say he's a bit passive aggressive. It seems nice what he's saying, but there's a bit of an undertone to it. Do you think do you think you kind of fell for that going into that first fight?
Listen, I don't think he's a bad man, but yeah, it can disarm you if you get not hypnotised, because he's not trying to hypnotise you, but just because he's saying nice things doesn't mean it's going to be nice in the fight, and he done well in making me think that.
Definitely as well. And going into this rematch, I don't want to. I said this to your dad as well. I don't want to call it backlash after that fight. I think we're going a bit too far. But obviously, you had a few naysayers after that fight. A few people going over the top with the result. Are you using that as fuel to the fire going into this rematch?
It's not fuel because I motivate myself. It's more the fact that I know I can put up a better performance than I did. I still think I won it, but it was a narrow victory, and I know I can do it better.
Definitely. Forgive me if you've been asked this question a few times. How do you reflect on that fight in December?
I thought I won rounds 1 to 4, 6 and 10, and that means I win it by a round, which is still a victory. It's still great, but got to do it better. Definitely
as well, mate. I was talking to your trainer Mark Tibbs as well at the beginning of the year when I come to the gym. Unfortunately missed you there, Johnny.
Yes.
But I was saying to him, boxing you can't buy experience. You probably learnt more in that fight than you did in any other fight of your career. Is it fair to say that that fight is absolutely massive for the context of your career moving forward?
Yeah, big time. I've had more rounds in that than about 7 or 8 fights of my fights put together. Most rounds I've had that year, I only had 2 round 1 victories that year. So yeah, good to get under the lights and have that experience.
Definitely as well, and it sounds like a bit of a sadistic thing to say, but obviously when your elite equilibrium goes in, I think round 5, obviously
earlier than that.
Earlier than that. Sorry, but when that goes in that fight, like you said on the presser, you've got no base to stand. Are you happy? It's a weird question. Are you happy that you've dealt with that now early in your career than to having that in a world title fight in 5 fights' time?
I've never had something like that. The blood clot in my ear must be similar to a perforated eardrum, or slightly worse, if anything. So good to have that experience and under my belt, you know. It
definitely is as well. And is it obviously we've talked about your family before. You've got a really good support system as well. A lot of fighters after a performance like that, where you won but it was close and there was a few naysayers as well. Yeah. Are you happy that you have the support structure that you have as well?
Big time. Family is the most important thing, mate. So that means more than anything else. And as long as they're happy with you and they tell you the truth, no one else matters.
Definitely as well. And Johnny, I'll leave you with the final words. I'll leave you with the final words. I mean, any final words for the Romford Bull Army? Flock into the Copper Box.
Thank you for your support as always, and buying tickets and supporting me wherever you are, even if you can't make it. We're about to light up the Copper Box. Bosh.
Johnny Fisher, you're a star. Thank you very much. Cheers to that, mate.